Alright, how you doing guys? Today is really interesting because we're going to be doing some more dispatching scenarios. As always, we start with our drink of the day. So, let's get this straightened out here. So, today this is another episode of Sprite and Trainz. This time, straightforward, Sprite and Trainz. Normally those two things don't go together, but in this instance they probably do. So, so let's talk about a couple projects of mine. So I'm currently working on trying to publish a book. I will not go into detail on that, but it's come along nicely. The end skill layout, which is back there, which back here actually, is currently is still a work in progress. I'm still trying to figure out what to do with the scenery. If any of you guys have any experience in, let me tell you, let me, if I can show you the layout right there. See it right there? That's the end skill layout I'm currently working on. And the so as of right now, it's in the work in progress, so it's going to take a while to get through that. So we're going to do some dispatching scenarios today. I don't know where to start, honestly. I think I want to start with a very small map, but I think I want to start with a bigger one, actually. So, very simple. Usually, what I would do is have, I guess, the best way to do it would be one that's less confusing. So, we're going to go with I guess we'll go with Rogers Pass because that's pretty straightforward. In fact, the McDonald Tunnel dispatcher session is pretty straightforward. So let's go with that. I think I played it once, but I kind of got because I kind of got. I had to quit in the middle of it because I had to take care of a couple things. But other than that, it was okay. But anyway, let's get right to this. This is going to be kind of a challenge, knowing that I'm responsible for these trains. And I don't want them running into each other, and I don't want to forget where they are. It's going to be interesting. So using the 4 button, the number 4 button, really helps because I pretty much would be able to zoom out, zoom back in, zoom out, zoom back in, without even needing to leave my current train. So the McDonald Tunnel is right here. So the first thing we're gonna do is gonna zoom out all the way over here. Let's think of what I normally do. Okay, so Nick is right there. I'm just naming, these guys have names, obviously. I'm just going to call them by their call sign, Nick. So just a name, not a number. So there's a couple right there. Let's see if we got one right there. So it's going to do a nice overview. So I want to get this guy going. Honestly, I don't think he's got much to do, so let's put this on 5. So we're going to say, yeah, so I read this before. It was a decision time for railway rights for about the bigger river. Yeah, I'm American. This guy going. Okay, so anyway, as I was saying, blah 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 blah. Continue along the river, take right front, 30 south, right front, took a while to find a new Rogers Pass, which is very much better. So another base. Rogers Pass is about 70 miles shorter. Rogers Pass down beneath it. Blah blah. Yeah, definitely a lot information there, so we're not going to read the whole thing. But basically what they did is they built the new tunnels, to bypass the. So this tunnel is more recent, while the other one up the riverways is the old tunnel. So the old tunnel is a lot higher than the original. So as you can see, this is glacier sighting, as they mentioned. I think I read the whole thing, but anyway, so as they mentioned in the dialogue, this the highway pretty much takes place where the original route used to go a long time ago. So that was the original route for the longest time. So So the current route goes this way, but anyway, the so the funny thing about this scenario is that there's only one tunnel. That is the McDonald tunnel. So we're gonna try to keep trains from running into each other here. It would be a lot easier if it was like both sides of the pass, but I think we're only using one tunnel today. So it really should be called one tunnel dispatcher session, but no, different. So let's go over to the make sure the trains are rolling. You go this way. Sorry if I'm zooming too fast. I'm sorry about that. So we're gonna go here. This is Revelstoke. I think I want to go over this way actually. I think there's a sighting right here somewhere. This is not it. This is Albeit Canyon. I call it Albeit Canyon. Why did I do that? Okay. This is the it's another train right here, so that's moving. I don't have to worry about that for a while. Okay, I think I want to get this guy moving. Let's get it moving. This guy doesn't have to stop for a while, so he's gonna have quite a ways to go before he stops. This guy, other guy, I think I'm gonna have him hold the main until the other guy passes, because I just sent that guy on its way. So too late now. So he's got quite a ways to go anyway. So he's probably gonna move anyway. So I could have sent the what is it called, so this is Ross Peak. This is another one that I mentioned before. So right now trains only go through one tunnel, which is right here. This has got a good sized tunnel, pretty good sized tunnel if you ask me. So the new tunnel is going through McDonald's. So yeah, let's go to McDonald's. I'm just kidding. This is Nick. Nick is a nice name for a driver, I suppose. So he's got a little ways to go before he gets to the next checkpoint. I was gonna call them checkpoints because it's basically what these things are. In order to get them moving, you basically have to let's check and see if there's any other trains on the routes. Because I'm thinking. Check and see if there's any trains on the route, any other trains on the route, because I'm thinking there might be something here. Oh yeah, Philip is got the, let's see if he's got the right of way. He's only got one way to go, which is fine. I don't think he has any trouble. He's only got one thing to go, which is not bad. So this guy is gonna clear the main, hopefully. He's got another track to go. Alright, well, he's making progress anyway. Making progress. So yeah, it's okay. Let me just check in on this guy. He's going pretty good speed. Say he's gonna take the siding probably. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe he's going straight. Don't know. I hope he's not gonna. They shouldn't run into each other in this game. I don't think they should, because they're taking different routes, as far as I know. So track number 2 is up ahead. So this guy is, oh, there's an empty train right there. It's interesting. This guy right here is head this way. It's going pretty slow. So I don't want to send him just yet. I want to wait until this guy clears the main or something. What he's doing, honestly. Hopefully he's just gonna go straight. I don't know where he's going, honestly. So this guy is heading this way. I think I'm gonna check the track marks here. So I'm gonna find out where this guy's going. So this guy is going to Revelstoke westbound, and he's gonna go to Big B westbound. There's Big B westbound. Let's check that. He's gonna go that track. Then he's gonna go to Clan William. Yeah. Gonna go to Clan William. Yeah, he's probably. There he is. He's gonna go to track 2. He's gonna go to West UN portal. So where's this guy going? We'll find out. Let's see. He's gonna go to Begbie eastbound. So he's gonna be well clear of the other guy before he gets there. I think that's what's gonna happen. Glacier vets, guys. This is gonna be interesting. So I'm gonna say I'm just gonna send this guy on his way because he's got quite a ways to go. So I might as well. Don't have anything else to do. Might as well just send him because I don't know what else to do. Let's just send him. Why not? Just let him go. Let him go. Yeah. So sorry about that. So there's Edgar on the other side. Yeah, he's doing pretty good. Not too bad. So he should probably be okay for now. Let's go to Damon. Let's see where he's at. So there's Vaughn. There's Vaughn. He's moving. And so yeah, move. Thank you. He's still moving. That's pretty good. Now let's check on this guy. Let's go this way. Don't know where he's at. Wait, I'm going the wrong way. So there's a dare in the tunnel now. Let's check on Nick right now. So Nick, like I said, this is very, very chaotic, to say the least. He's gonna go. So let's send him to the next checkpoint because we can. I don't have anything else to do. Might as well just keep him going until we get there. He's got a ways to go anyway, so that's perfect. He's got a ways to go. So yeah, that's okay. That's fine. He's got a ways to go. So he's gonna go to the next tunnel split, westbound. Okay, well that's good enough. There's a dare in the big tunnel. Let's go to Damon. Still moving. There's Vaughn, still moving. Andrew's got a ways to go. He's gonna have to wait. Let's see if we can send him on his way. I think I want to go to the next one. Let's see what we got here. I don't know. It seems that would be okay. This is a double track right here, so I'm thinking that maybe if I time it correctly, I might be able to get these guys moving pretty quickly. So let's sorry if I'm just so these highlight areas are trained. So we're gonna keep these guys moving because you want trains to stop on this route because it's just a major route. You don't want these Amazon deliveries to be delayed. If they're even that, they are, right? If that's what they are, you know what I mean? We want these Amazon deliveries to be delayed, so we're gonna get this guy moving pretty quickly. I think I should have just sent this guy, but this guy obviously had stopped first, so I had to get him going first. And so, but unfortunately after that, my ultimate plan is to get this guy moving and then move past two checkpoints eventually. So that's my ultimate master plan. I want to get him past moving 2 checkpoints until he reaches the edge of the mountain. Until he reaches the mountain. Until he reaches the mountain. Got the mountain on the horizon. He's gonna go slow and up the hill and down the slope. Sorry, I don't know where I got that from. Really don't. Let's check in on that guy in a second here. Oh, someday I can be a really good voice actor. Yeah. Someday. But I don't know if that's gonna happen. Still going pretty good. We are doing pretty good now. So, a little bit of an update for you guys. So like I said before, I was working on a book. It has nothing to do with trains. It's just a book. It's a very short book, so it's going to be easy to read, fortunately. But the only thing is, I'm going to be publishing it on Amazon. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to go through or not, but we're going to find out. And so we're currently working on that. And the next thing I'm going to do after that is I'm going to be starting a business pretty quick. Not going to disclose information on that either because that's not important. But you'll see that in the future. But anyway. Long story short, I got a lot of stuff to sell. Let's put it that way. If you guys want something from me, you're gonna have to come to the Train Club because that's where I'm selling stuff. You know, but I'm not allowed to sell in the club. I'm only allowed to sell to club members. So we can't do that. We have to keep that to ourselves. So if you're a club member watching this, you certainly can come by, and I'll gladly part with some of my stuff. And it's all gonna be DC locomotives. It's all gonna have KD style couplers, and it's all gonna have, and all the cars are like 1950s roof walk cars, you know, box cars, framed tank cars with frames, more or less, and this guy's moving pretty good speed, I'd say. Pretty good clip. Boom, 20 clicks, 20 miles an hour. I'm surprised that the tunnel that's being repaired is the one that's working. It's so weird. I guess they did that to simplify things. Makes it easier on me. I wish this exact scenario, no joking required, I wish this exact scenario was available as a automatic session. If anybody has, you know, has a deal, if anybody can make a DLC, if the developer makes a DLC that I would definitely buy, that would be this exact scenario, except it would be automatic, an automatic session, I totally buy it. But if you want to do this in freeware on the download station, you can do that too. Just make sure that you do it with the permission of the developers. Otherwise, it just wouldn't make a whole lot of sense, would it? Because developers, unfortunately, this is a DLC content right here. I don't know. I downloaded Trainz Railroad Simulator 22. And this particular content was more or less gifted to me through Trainz 22. It ended up on Trainz 19 as well. So it is when I downloaded this particular route on Trainz 22, it also downloaded it for Trainz 19 as well. Probably because I bought the TRS 19 version and it's compatible with Trainz 22. So I don't know. I could have easily done that blindly and not realized it. But you know, they say sometimes it's better to not speculate. I didn't steal this. I just got it when I downloaded this particular content on TRS 22. It also downloaded the same exact one for Trainz 19. So technically, it's basically I accidentally bought the Trainz 19 version for Trainz 22. So in reality, I got two copies of the same content. I hope you got all that. So like I said, it definitely wasn't stolen. It was definitely a legal version of the game, of the content rather. It was definitely something that I got. It was something I downloaded, maybe accidentally, and thankfully it was a good accident. Let's call it that. It was a good accident. And yes, it was a great accident. I legally bought this particular DLC through Trainz 22. It also, when I did, it also downloaded for Trainz 19. So there you go. I could have easily said that. Would have been a lot quicker, huh? Could easily said that. Would have been a lot quicker. And I did pay money for this particular DLC. It was on Steam's download area, DLC library.
Detector milepost 95.0.
Through Steam, it's a good time to do that right now because they're pretty inexpensive right now. I wish that Trainz 19 was a little bit more detailed, like Trainz Simulator was a little bit more detailed. But you know what? The horns are accurate, the sounds are accurate. You can customize it, you can mess with it all you want, and you can also create your own routes in this game. You could not do that on Trainz Simulator World. It's something you can't do. You can't do it on TSC either. It's something that it's basically a feature that's exclusive to this game. You can create your own routes, to this game series rather. You can create your own routes, and you can customize it. You can customize your own locomotives using undecorated models. And it's something that most people don't talk about, but the customization is endless in this game. It's very much like the second coming of Minecraft. It's almost, the possibilities are infinite. It's just one of those games that I enjoy doing. Speaking of Minecraft though, I've been doing Minecraft gameplays for a while. I'm a Minecraft veteran. I've been doing it for almost a decade. In fact, this is my 8th year doing Minecraft. I've been playing since Java version 1.6, basically one of the early versions before the Comet update. Sadly, I never got to play online until 2018, so in many ways I got to experience the Bedrock version, but I have the Java edition, so I get to enjoy that as well. I also have the Xbox One variant, which is unique to the Xbox One.
Detector milepost 95.0. No defects. Total axles 256. Train speed 20. mph. Detector out.
A Minecraft story mode, which obviously I abandoned years ago. And I also have the I don't know. Like I said, I think that's about it in terms of Minecraft versions. I mean, I have the Xbox One variants, the Java variants, there's a couple others I can name, but as far as I know, that's pretty much all of it for Minecraft for me, anyways. I have the Bedrock version, and yeah, I think that's about it. I do have the story mode version, but I didn't like that game. It was pretty much doomed from the start, pretty much a failure right from the get-go. It was just not well made, unfortunately. It was pretty bad, But, they tried to make an RPG out of Minecraft, and I don't blame them for doing that, because RPGs are pretty popular. And, especially on the PlayStation, but the thing was, when you try to make an RPG game out of an already existing franchise, it doesn't always work. So they can do that, they can try that all they want, but it's never going to work, because RPG is something that has to be established before you try it. It has to be something that is part of your franchise before you try doing it. You know what I mean? It's like the difference. There's a difference between why Mass Effect is so is so successful, why Mass Effect Andromeda was a failure, and why Mass Effect 3 was such a success. Well, Mass Effect 3 was a combat shooter game, whereas a Mass Effect Andromeda was an RPG based game. Whenever you try to do RPG in anything, even classic games like Mass Effect, it doesn't always work. It just doesn't. They even tried to turn Halo into RPG. Well, look what it did. You know, they went back and said it should be an extraction game. Yeah, the fans definitely didn't like the idea of having Halo being an RPG, did they? Because that's not what was built. That's not how it was built. It was never an RPG to begin with. It never was meant to be an RPG. And when they tried to do that like a couple years ago, or was it last year? They did not. It did not go over well with the fans. So they turned it back into a extraction type style game. And they're currently working on making it into more like Call of Duty, which is what they've been trying to do for years. So unfortunately, Halo's still in that downhill spiral. It's not the same game as it was in 2007. Let's put it that way. And I like to say it's kind of sad. Like I said, it seems like the Halo 3 curse is still ongoing. I do wish that established game franchise would not get messed up so badly for various reasons. You know what I mean? And I wish they wouldn't try to introduce new familiar concepts to old games. I really wish they wouldn't do that. Otherwise, of course there is probably something to do with it. Marketing probably has a big factor in that. But I wish they would not try something that in an established game that doesn't fit the style, if you know what I mean. So that happens all the time, and I don't blame them for wanting to try something new. But every time they do that, it just doesn't work. And that's the sad thing, because people don't realize, you know, what makes a good game, and people keep on rehashing things all the time. The only one that got it right was probably the only thing that they got a couple things right with some games, but a lot of games are just kind of broken these days. They're not this. It's not the same as it was 15 years ago. I was very fortunate that I lived through the golden years of video gaming. Nowadays, games are just almost, becoming like something that is only partially enjoyable. It just doesn't really fit the flow anymore. It just, games just don't feel the same to me anymore. They just don't. Like I said, it's just one of those things that I wish they would go back to the way games used to be made, and that's mostly, decisions made by corporations, and other things like that. It usually has to do with like them getting a big brain, thinking that this will work, thinking that something will work when in reality it never does. So, like I said, a lot of games are just, like I said, we're in this video game crisis where a lot of things are just starting to go kind of wrong. I would say they're starting to get to the point where, it's increasingly ridiculous every year. And even now, with the introduction of some like various policies by some companies, it's becoming worse. So I don't know. We could be heading towards a very dark future unless something is done to change things. So we have those few years of greatness to basically relive if you ever so choose. We can go to charity shops, secondhand stores, retro gaming stores to buy these old games and just relive the golden years. we have that privilege now. Thanks to emulators, we can go back and just relive the moments that made us men, right? They just made us men. Something that we take for granted nowadays. Well, that's about it for my rant. I had to get that off my chest because I figured that he had to know something that about the industry that's kind of falling apart, and I hope it changes soon. It's starting to change a little bit, but it's being very slow about it. Let's put it that way. I wish they can go back to the way it was before all this stuff. I think what really screwed people over was the pandemic, unfortunately. So it's just really sad that a lot of games nowadays are just subpar what they used to be 15 years ago. I really wish they'd go back to the way it was. I mean, they don't need to rehash things every year and just make it worse in the process. It just doesn't feel like the same. It doesn't feel the same to me ever. That's kind of unfortunate that we're at this point now where a lot of games are just cursed, and that's not a good thing. Never is. A lot of games are just really cursed, and that is really, really sad. Seems that we're in this endless cycle of like having bad games here, bad games there. It's really kind of sad. I wish they could go back to the way they were before all this happened. To me, I think they need to probably. I'm thinking that, like I said, a lot of things have to happen. Whenever, of course, gaming sequels went through this like period, like in the early 2020s, where they were somewhat cursed. You know, that mostly had to do with like not bringing on veterans of the game, and I will not name specific games that failed epically, but that will be a subject for another day. But anyway, I will not name specific companies or game franchises that were just screwed over in the 2020s or even back before the pandemic. And for that reason, like I said, that will be often I will not talk about on this channel. And it's just something that I won't discuss here because I want to keep my channel free of content that is not like favorable to certain audiences, if you know what I mean. So, but like I said, a lot of games that went through this cycle of like being poorly contained. Let's put it that way, and or poorly coordinated, should I say? That's probably the better way to put it. And it seems that they had this idea maybe we can make better games now, but in the process of doing so, they ruined entire franchises. I will not name specific ones, but there's quite a few that just went down the rabbit hole, so to speak. It just went down the chute. I will not, like I said, I won't name names here for obvious reasons, because I'm not going to try to go in the direction of that. I will not take my content there. Yes, you know, I am a YouTuber that's trying to make sure that people know that I'm not going to go places where other YouTubers go, if you know what I mean. I'm not going to go there, because that's not who I am. I'm not the kind of person that would be favorable to one side or another, because I want to put people in danger, you know what I mean? Or I don't want to put people in a place where they feel ashamed of themselves. That's not who I am, because that's just being a bully or mean or something. You know, it's just something I just don't do. I value myself as being somebody that wants to make this whole channel a safe place to go for all people, not just kids, but adults as well. And that's basically, so basically I avoid talking about things that would make this channel just for adults. That's not who I am. I want to be for both kids and adults. I want to be for both. I am, like I said, I'm general audience. So trains are not for kids. Every single box you see that is a model train is 14 and up. So it's definitely not for kids. Trains, however, is mostly an adult fandom. It's like rail fanning is mostly an adult thing. You don't see too many kids rail fanning trains, unless they're like a aspiring
detector milepost 95.0.
Their parents. But other than that, I don't see trains as being a children's thing. I see them as being, this channel is built on something that is strictly for people over the age of 14. So it's definitely something that you need to be aware of when watching this channel, because this whole channel's it's not for kids. It's for people over 14. So as you know, model trains are for kids over 14, 12-year-olds maybe, and rail fanning in general is mostly an adult thing, unless some teenager decides to rail fan themselves. Of course, they're over 14 also, or some of them are 12, but for the most part, over 12 is what most people rail fan as. There's a lot of 14-year-olds that have channels too. Shout out to them, right? So I would say, if you made it this far in the video, congratulations. I had to go on in such a rant, because I feel like that I need to get the point across that my channel's not for kids. It's for 14 and up. So there's going to be quite a few blatant statements, for example, what I just mentioned. A lot of games were just screwed over, especially during the pandemic, as well as, and model railroading industry also grew a little bit during that time. Not sure if that's true or not, but it seems really legible. And so I feel like that something I said, I need to be point across. This is not for kids,
Detector milepost 95.0. Defects hotbox axle 2 1. Defects hotbox axle detector milepost 7 detector 0.9.
I think there's not enough crap in this world. Welcome to the real world. That's all I gotta say.
Detector milepost 7 0.9.
There you go, that's off my chest now. Thank you very much. So I'm sorry, but I had to go on such a rant. It's ridiculous. I hate
detector milepost 111.7 track 1.
This is also a channel that's going to be political free as well. There's nothing political in this channel. I feel like that what I just talked about had to get off my chest, because I feel like that's something we have to take, that we just take for granted nowadays. We had it better back then. With tougher games, better difficulties, and generally just good games back then. Just not the same anymore. A lot of games are just nowadays being more pretentious than ever, right? They're more sucky than ever. You know what I mean? They're just
Detector milepost 7.0.9. No defects. Total axles 220. Train speed 25 mph. Detector out.
But that's just no excuse.
Detector milepost 1710.97. No defects. Total axles 2. Total axles 0. Train speed 0. Train speed mph 5. Detector out. Detector out.
If you have anything to say against that, leave it down in the comments. It has no place on this chat. Leave all your bigotry in your quarters. It is no place on the bridge. I'm quoting Star Trek, by the way. So, anyway, now we got that off my chest. Let's go ahead and talk about something else for a minute here. Let's talk something other than just the sad state of video games. You know what I mean? It's just the way it is, isn't it? Why is he stopped? Might be a while before he gets out of there. Oh well. Oh well. Oh my goodness, excuse me. That was definitely a Cody burp. So, does anyone have, let's see what we got here. We're still moving, which is awesome. It's gonna get crowded pretty quickly here. Oh well. Might be a problem. There might be a problem later. Unfortunately, I can't go back and correct it. A freight train out of West Virginia is supposed to have passed through the horseshoe an hour ago. Nothing else is on schedule. We should be clear to go. Sounds like Jim Carrey. Sounds like Jim Carrey. Whaley. Is that Wakely or Wakely? Whaley. Whaley. Sorry. I swear I would be I would be a voice actor. You know, I'm pretty good at it. Just IE exclamation point and that kind of thing. Yeah, I mean I'd be really good at it. Let me just give me an example. What is going on, boy? I can see you. I can see your betrayal. Right? I'd be so good at it. I swear. Sign me up. I want to do voice acting. You know, eventually. I'd be so good at it, it's not even funny. Right? So, is anybody watching this who is a voice acting cast manager, sign me up. I'm more than happy to take on the role. It might be a little stage fright, but I don't care. I love just voice acting. I never done in front of a crowd though, except on YouTube maybe. You cannot change the future. I mean, I'd be so good at it. I swear. Sign me up, man. Talking about voice acting, Mark Hamill was one of the greatest voice actors. He's my inspiration for being that kind of person. If I was to replicate anybody, it'd be him. Because he was a genius. He was an absolute. He was one of the greatest voice actors of all time. Not saying he's the greatest actor of all time because he was Luke Skywalker, but he did such a great job as a voice actor. That's all I know him for. And besides Luke Skywalker. These aren't the droids you're looking for. Yeah, there you go. There's another example for you. I swear I'd be really good at voice acting. Just sign me up, guys. Sign me up. If you guys have a channel or a company or filming company, just let me know. I'd be happy to lend my voice. Or multiple voices, one or two. I'm really good at it. I've been doing it for 20 years and still haven't got a voice acting pro. Could have done it while I was in college. Could have stayed voice acting in college, but I didn't go to college, so I guess I probably should get to go to college and do that. But you know what? If you guys have a channel where you do like voiceovers and stuff, sign me up because I'm more than willing. I would love to do it just for you. You know, I don't expect any kind of payment. I just want to do voice acting just in somebody's video other than just my own. Besides, I've been doing it for years. What have we got to lose? What else can I do, right? Besides, I've been doing it for years. What did I have to lose? Oh my goodness. I've been doing it for 20 years. It's crazy. Wouldn't it be great if... Wouldn't it be awesome if, I wonder if anybody has like I said, if anybody has a channel where they do voiceovers, just let me know. And I would love to join your ranks and just lend my voice talent. I would love to do that. I am an absolute genius at voice acting. I'm just kidding, but you know what I mean. I just love the idea of voice acting. It's just such a Mel Blanc thing, right? Mel Blanc is another one of my inspirations besides Mark Hamill. Is it Blanc or Blank? I can't tell. I can't remember. This has been good. So good. As soon as this sprite is down to nothing, we're gonna end the video. There's about one third left. So tune in while you can. One quarter impulse power. See? You know what I mean? I am very good at voice acting. Just sign me up, guys. Don't waste your time. Just leave, put something in the comments saying, I would like to hire you, something like that. Just do something, even if it's wrong. I'm just kidding. Anyway, if you guys have a studio or film studio or maybe even a YouTube channel where I can lend a voice, just let me know. I would love to lend my voice to a Thomas character specifically, because I am the express locomotive, right? So that'd be such a cool thing. That'd be my dream job, is to lend a voice to a channel about Thomas and friends, and I'll just be either Gordon or Henry or Thomas or Percy or even Edward. even Ed would, right? So, I mean, it's an absolute dream of mine. Always wanted to be a voice actor for, a Thomas-based channel. That's all I wanted to be. I really wanted to be like that. I can also be a voice actor for any channel, really, but it has to be. I'm thinking that I have a feeling that I'd be better off being a character for some random channel. You know what I mean, or anime channel, because I feel like I really want to do that so badly. I am really excited. I would love to do that. It's great. Ugh. It'd be cool, wouldn't it? It'd just be awesome, wouldn't it? It'd just be really awesome if I could get a voice acting career going. That'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it? It'd be really nice if I get a voice acting career going, because I'm just very, very good at it. I think I want to get this guy going. Let's get him through the tunnel anyway. Let's find out. I don't know what's going on. I can get him through the tunnel. What's this guy doing? Okay, he's gonna go to the next checkpoint. And I'm gonna send this guy on his way. He's gonna go through the tunnel anyway. Let's try that. He's gonna go through the tunnel. Here we go. Oh, here he goes. He's just horning off. Let me know he's there. Thank you very much, Andrew. Now for the traffic jam. That is the. Now we're gonna be a traffic jam because I have a feeling it's not gonna be good. I have a feeling we have a traffic jam on I-87. Oh well. I feel like we have a traffic jam on I-87. I feel like we're gonna have a traffic jam. Oh boy, not good. That's not good at all. I feel like we're gonna have a traffic jam. I don't know. I have a strong feeling we're gonna have a traffic jam. Where is he going? Why is he waiting there? What is he waiting for? What is he waiting for? My goodness. See ya. You know what? You know what? Just sign me up. Just do it. Just sign me up. I am serious. I would love to do some voice acting for once. You know what I mean? Something I want to do so badly. I really want to do it. I don't really think I want to do acting because I would get stage fright, but yeah, or just be too quiet. But voice acting is what I do because I'd be right next to a microphone. I would not be good at acting because, I'm pretty quiet. We're almost there, guys. I won't make this video go too fast because we got some time. We still got time. I'm a little bit worried because I have to go to the restroom, unfortunately, so I might have to cut this video short anyway, but I have one vow to make, and that is I'm gonna finish that Sprite. I have one vow to make, and that is I'm gonna finish that Sprite no matter what. Okay, let's get this guy rolling. Let's go, buddy. You're free. You're free like a bird. Yes. Free birds are really popular for some reason. I have no idea why. There's Nick. He is waiting. Of course he is. He's gonna wait for that container train, I guess. That's what he's doing now. Okay, Adair. Let's move you. to the next. To the next. There's going home. He's going home. Let's go. Cool. Awesome. We got some time and really have to go so bad. Okay, let me tell you what. Just gonna finish off this Sprite. We're gonna end the video right now. So sorry guys, I had to go. Like literally go. You know what I mean? One last thing before we go is that I got some projects to do. I'm still gonna finish my N-scale. I've got some. I can't make any new purchases for a while, so it's gonna be really quiet for a little bit. But in the meantime, I'm gonna be working on some long overdue unboxings, which I'll be doing later on in the channel. So stay tuned for that. As always, this is Cody's Trainz. Ride safe.